Do you feel the vibes?
Hey YouTube! Today I'm going to show you how to give individual control to the light and the fan on a ceiling fan. So the problem that I have right now is that this single switch controls the light and the fan. So you can see here, turn it off and now the fan stops spinning and the light turns off. So we're going to go in here to this 4-position switch and we're going to take it apart and move the wiring in such a manner that we give individual control to both the light and the fan. So let's start with this. Let's see. This first switch right here, we can see on the outside. This first switch controls the outdoor lights. So let's see this. Controls the outdoor light. So we've got that one. Keep that in mind. The second switch controls this pot light right here. It's right at the entrance. You can see it right there, right by the door. So turn that off. Light goes off. And now this third switch controls all the six pot lights here on the ceiling. You can see that. Turn it off. Turns off, and then the final one, of course, being the ceiling fan. My intention is going to be to connect those 6 recessed lights with this single one. So take the wires from switch 3, connect them to switch 2 so that I have an open switch right here, which I'm going to use to give the individual control to the light, which is going to be on switch 3, the light on the ceiling fan, and then the fan on switch 4. So let's go over to the breaker box out there and let's turn these lights off. I'm at the breaker box. Here I'm going to look for the family entry, which is this number 3 breaker, which is the second one down from the left side. So I'm going to turn this guy off, and that should turn off all the lights out there. We're going to need to remove these 6 flathead screws. 8. So let's go ahead and do that. And these screws are holding the faceplate. Okay, and sometimes these faceplates get stuck. All you have to do is just kind of grab it from the sides and bring it out. That's it. Now that we have the faceplate off, we're going to need to remove these 2 screws for these 3 switches, just 6 screws, so that we can remove the wires out of there. Now if you remember, the second switch controls a single pot light. That's here by the entrance. This third switch has all the 6 pot lights connected to it, and let's turn these off. There you can see, you follow this wire, they're all connected there, they're all twisted together and they have a twist lock on them. And here we have our fan control. There you see we have the hot and the both hot wires for the light and the fan. So let's move this one out first to this one. So we're gonna try to do this same thing, 2 wires and the same screw on this side. So let's do that right now. Just have to unscrew this one. So undo that. There we go. Bring the wire out. Right, I ended up having to bring in a flathead, so here, just want to kind of move it out of the way. There we go. So this one is going to go out over here. So now let's bring this guy out again. put this guy back in. There we go, just kind of push it back in there. Right, now we just need to screw it back into place. So that's tight, and I'm noticing that these guys are not in tight, so whenever KB put these together, they didn't make sure that they were in tight, so I'm actually gonna have to screw them all in. Let's push this guy back in, the flat head. We can screw it in. Right, now that we have that guy tightened in and this one tight, we're gonna unscrew this one. So let's take that out. We're gonna unwrap cable. There we go. And I actually want the light to be on the first switch and the power for the fan on the second. So if I'm correct, the light is controlled by the red wire and the fan, the power to the fan is controlled by the black one. So if that's not right, we'll just reverse this, but let's put this guy in there, twist it back in. Alright, now let's just tighten in the screw. And I want that one in there. There we go. That's way better. Tighten that again. Alright, now let's put this one back in here. And let's move that wire back over there. That's out of the way. There we go. Now let's just tighten it in. Okay, that'll do it. I'll just put these back into place so that I can turn the breaker box on and then check my wiring, see if I'm missing anything. So let's just put these guys back in here. Alright, let's turn back the breaker on. Okay, let's go check on our lights. Okay, let's check our work. So this last one should be the outdoor light. Let's just make sure that it's working. Good. Now we should have all the recessed lights turned on with this second switch. Let's take a look at that. So we've got the 6 right there, and then got this one right next to the entrance. So that's working good. And now the third one should be just the light on the ceiling fan. Boom. There we go. That's nice. And now this last one should be just the ceiling fan. All right. That's working good. Now let's put the faceplate back on. Okay, you're gonna want to leave these just a little bit loose, so that when you go and put your faceplate, they have some wiggle room. You don't want them extremely loose. There we go. It's able to move. Put this one in just a little bit more. Just be careful not to touch the wires back there because they're live. Alright, that one's good. So here we go, just kinda wiggle the faceplate. There, your switches should be okay. Alright. So now let's just put these 8 screws back in and should be enough. Alright, this wraps up this video. We got everything working up here, and now I have what I wanted. Individual control of the fan motor and the light on the ceiling fan. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Feel free to comment with any questions, and stay tuned for the next video, and see you in the next one.